And you have to be careful how big the shark is. We didn't have much choice. There were no real baby sharks, but I knew we had to eat. And there's nothing more desperate than a hungry man. And I kept looking for a small shark. The smallest I could find was a 5-footer. And I reached in the water, grabbed him by the tail. I didn't get his tail out of the water quick enough, and he propelled and pulled me in. And of course, I got out of the water in one dash. And then I realized I had to brace my knee against the tube inside and simultaneously grab his tail and get it out of the water before he could propel. And so I tried that. Now, when you pull a shark out of the water, they always open their mouth. And they'll keep their mouth open until something is in their mouth. So we had a parachute flare cartridge that we had used. And so I had one guy with that. I said, now, then I get him in the rack, he's going to open his mouth. And then immediately put the cartridge in. And he did, and the shark clamped down on the cartridge and won't let go. So that's good. In the meantime, I got to kill the shark. Well, we had no knife aboard. This life raft was totally inadequate. Nothing seemed to be right. The patching kit for the rubber was long. They had a pair of pliers aboard the raft, and after 47 days, we couldn't figure out what the pliers were for. One half of the plier there was the screw guy. And so I used that to pierce the eye of the shark and he was ready to kill him. And then, how do you open the shark's belly? They're tough. And we had no knife, so we took the reflection mirror, which is glass, and with the pliers made 3 huge teeth around the edge. And I could rip your shoulder from your arm from shoulder to elbow with one switch. And yet it took me about 20 minutes to open up a small shark and belly. And of course, inside we found what we were told was inside, that the liver, which is 20% of the weight of the shark. Before World War II, all vitamins were made from shark liver. And in survival training, you have 20% of the shark is liver, highly nutritious in vitamins and minerals and protein. And that was part of the best deal we got on the raft, and we did that twice. And in both cases, by that time we were hungry enough to eat anything. Now I know that the first albatross we caught, we couldn't stand the smell of it. We just took the breast off the rock and used it for bait. A week later we caught one and another one, and we couldn't eat that one. We had to force a bite down of the breast muscle. But then the third shark, and the third albatross we caught, we were really hungry to the point where we devoured this bird, every part of it, and to us it tasted like a hot fudge sundae with whipped cream.